Hello, testing, testing. Just need to quickly set up. I'm just testing. Does this sound good? I think last time it sounded really quiet. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to set up on my phone real quick. Display. Okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds. If you can hear me, I'm just sending something to myself. And I'm just setting up the camera. Cool, let's start. Here's my display. Here is my face. Okay, cool. So I feel like basically in this stream, I wanted to go over some more make.com stuff. I know I've went over some of it before. I saw a comment in the comment section. Ooh, wait, is this private? Is it private? Oh, okay, public. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that works. Am I talking to no one? I feel like I'm talking. Yeah, this quickly actually. We are live. Oh, we are live. Cool. Let's see. I'll just wait a couple more minutes then to see if anyone's joining. I'm just gonna flip this actually. Transform, order. Cool, then I can go here, do that, I can check my phone. And then we can start recording. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm just setting up my camera. I think that's all good. Okay, cool. Okay, let's just start. So, hello, as you probably know, I'm Roman, and today I wanted to go over some workflows with make.com. We did a video on this before, and we had some stuff in the comments which basically said, yeah, like basically why are we sending it back to Google Sheets? You know, like there's some more useful stuff out there. That's all on board, and we've created some new workflows. So the first two that I want to go over. So there's one here which I didn't actually make. Barish made it, so thank you to Barish for setting this up. Which is this one, which is basically you can get transcripts from something called Fireflies. So let's say you've got a meeting, turns it into a transcript, gets it, and then it puts it into your Google Drive, and then it uploads it to TextCortex. With this and this is just kind of how we structure the data. So it's just getting it from a transcript, and then turn it into an CSV. But yeah, you kind of understand that more. I haven't created a Fireflies account, so maybe I am going to start with that. And as always, if there's anything you want me to go over in more depth, just put it in the comments, and I will try my best to answer your questions. Cool, let's go Fireflies. Oh, I forgot. Fireflies. Is it Fireflies? Oh yeah, Fireflies AI. Okay, cool. Dun, dun, dun. Close. Okay, so automate your meeting notes. Let's log in. And by the way, I've never used Firefly, so bear with me. Okay, from the file. Okay, so yeah, basically this is just gonna invite people, so it's gonna record our Google Meets. I'll just put invite Barish. TextCortex.com. Okay, not now. Okay, start free trial. Okay, well, I'm going to pretend like I've signed up because we basically already set this up. But basically, all you need to do, this is pretty self-explanatory. Just sign up for Fireflies. Then with this, cool. Cool. Then with this, you'd get the transcript. Meetings. Try it out. Cool. So I'll schedule it. Let's schedule it in my Google Calendar. Test. Sorry. So we'd get test meeting, and then with that, we would just Fireflies would be invited. It would take a transcript. Okay. So I'm not going to go over this too much because this doesn't have to be Fireflies. This could be any kind of media, any kind of transcript. You could even do it with the Whisper API. But yeah, let's go over to the workflow. So basically what it does here, you just got to connect your account. All you do is click add, and then you'd get your API key. So I assume the settings, developer settings, API key. Okay, I probably shouldn't have showed that on stream, but there it is. Okay, so you get that, put it in here, add the connection. Okay. Cool, and then from here, you get the transcript, get the sentences, and then we extract the text. Okay, and then from here, we're going to turn it into a CSV. Key. Then we're going to create it into a text file. Then we're going to download the file and then put it into TextCortex. Okay, so let's actually run this. Cool. So as you can see here with the first one, it lists the transcripts. Okay. Sentences. You know. Yep, it's listed all the sentences. It's got the ID. It's now split this up into different bundles. Now we're going to have to put it back together. So now it's going to split it up. Going to put it back together here. And then from here, as you can see, CSV file. So basically the reason why we've got to create it into a CSV file is because now we've got to make it a text file that we can just upload because we only want the text. So from here, we just add where we want it to go. So make.com, test meeting, file content, just type in text. From here, you add a download module, which uploads this as text. So now this will be in our Google Drive. So it will upload it as text. Then it download it, and then with this, I'm gonna have to do a new API key. So basically, this is where we actually upload it to the TextCortex platform as a knowledge base. So I'll show you how to set that up quickly. Sorry. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new one. Call it make.com test. We're gonna complete. We're gonna finish. You see this line of text here? We're just gonna copy it. We are gonna paste it here. Cool. And then hopefully when we do this now, it should go all the way from Fireflies to test.com. Sorry, to TextCortex.com. Don't know why that's not working. Let's try that again. Cool. Let's see if this has worked. This one. Okay. I don't know what that is. Is this the reason? Interesting. Don't know why that's not working. Cool. Let me try this again. Unless. Okay. Don't know why this isn't working. Okay, let's try and fix this. Input data. Let's try a new workflow. Let's try a new workflow because that should be working. See if this works. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a text file. So it's a okay. My marketing KPI is 1000. Let's try that. We'll save it as a text file. Okay. Hey. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm just doing some make.com stuff. Let me know if there's anything you want me to go over. Cool. Cool, so I've got this here. We are going to go to here, and instead I'm going to try and download this one. Delete this. See if this works. Hi. How can AI help the healthcare industry? Interesting. Many ways. What is your role in particular? Are you doctor? Are you admin? Are you, yeah, like I feel like it's easier to do it via use case, but there are tons of different ways to help. I actually used to work in a hospital, and I know there's a lot of admin and a lot of ways AI can help. Oh, I have my hospital. Cool. So, yeah, like what? I guess we'll start off by like what are your biggest problems currently? I feel like the easiest use cases are I'm MD. MD. What is MD? Sorry. Master Doctor? No. Cool. Hey, so why don't you start off by letting me know some like problems that you come into, or some things that you feel like take a long time. Okay, managing director. Okay, I get you. Cool. Is there? So how do you onboard people? I feel like maybe this is a good use case. So if a new nurse or like admin or just like anything, like what's your way you onboard them? I'm guessing you send them a lot of files and they have to look through it. One thing we could do is we could build a chatbot. So we could build a chatbot that has all the necessary files, like everything about your company, everything that you need to learn. You put it in a knowledge base and you add all the files here. So hello, what we're about, what the rules are, da da da. You add it to Zeno, and then instead of them having to ask you loads of questions, and in some senses, I guess that wastes your time, they can just ask the chatbot. If there's any like more individual questions, like I can ask, because I guess we could just go all day, but yeah, I think I just need to understand your problems, and then I guess we can solve it with AI. Cool. Just 2 seconds. you have a lot of data in Google Sheets. How can I analyze it with AI? Okay, so that is actually a really, really, really good use case with Make.com. I can show you now quickly. Okay, so what are some examples of data that you want to analyze? Like, do you want to analyze sentiment? Do you want to put it into a framework like a diagnostic, or like what? Give me an example of what kind of data you want to analyze. I will start setting this up. Discord changes. We'll go over new scenario. Cool. So we will start with Google Sheets. Which new rows? We will go to my email. So basically, what I'm doing here, and actually what I'll do, I'll create a test Google Sheets. Cool. Like where I'm spending, what my daily insights are patients, where I'm spending more, where do I have a real chance to reduce costs. Interesting. So funny enough, I built exactly this kind of dashboard when I worked in the hospital. This is easily done. Okay. Okay, let's do. Hospital managing director make.com test. Okay, cool. So let's say but the thing is as well, this doesn't really need to be done in make.com. I appreciate can I just ask as well, like how good are you with automation, or like have you done much AI before? Because like depending, like I could build like a fully automated thing, but it could just be just as easy just to go into which AI app should I use. Okay, well what I'll do is I'm gonna start off simple. Let's just use Xeno. So I'm gonna create some fake data, and I'd say use XenoChat. So let's create some fake data. So okay, let's say GPs costs. So basically costs hours. Okay, so let's say there's Jack, there's Bob, there's Jill, there's Maggie. Cool. They cost 200, 400, 300, 600 costs. These are very expensive, but I'm just putting random hours. 35, 18. Okay, cool. So obviously your data is going to be a lot more complex than this, but what we're going to do is we're going to download this as a CSV. Then we are going to go to knowledge bases. We're going to add. We are going to create a new knowledge base. We're going to call it managing director hospital make.com test. I'm gonna press next. We're gonna add files. Bear with me 2 seconds. Oh no. Sorry, I'm just gonna. But basically, this is just something where you just do it from your files from your computer. 2 seconds. Cool. Basically, I've just uploaded the file there. I just did it from my computer. Press finish. Cool. Now we can start chat with it. So, persona. I'm gonna go disable persona. No, I'm gonna go to Zeno the assistant. Basically, the persona is just like how it talks. So I just go Zeno the assistant, the most basic one. Then we're gonna choose a model. We're gonna go with. I might try out GPT 4.0. That just came out. That might not be the best one, but we will see. So basically, now we're just gonna start with a prompt. So basically, exactly what you said. I'll say you are an expert data analyst. You are going to tell me, you are going to write a report on who is costing me the most money. See, so you can literally write anything. Obviously as well, if there's the more data you have, the more things you can be like, okay, you could add one more thing. It would be like treatments given, for example. Treatments given. It'd be 3, 5, 6, 9, and then from here, you could ask, okay, like now which one is the most cost effective? So yeah, like I'd say at a very simple level, if you haven't used AI before, that's probably the best way to do it. Create a knowledge base, write a prompt, and just ask it whatever you want to ask it. I don't know how good it's going to be at like a massive data set, but yeah, like as long as it's like not more than 2. Again, I don't know what the limitations are, but as long as it's not like masses of people, I think it can ask like pretty complex questions. Do you have any more questions on this subject? You know what it is? I know what the error is. Okay, cool. The error was, it was the wrong API key. Cool, I'm just going to set up my API key. Okay, cool. I will put that back just because I was just putting in my API key. Okay, no, it is not working. That is annoying. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's go back and let's sort out this API stuff. Hopefully now. This should work. Let's do it. And again, if anyone's waiting, in the chat room. I'm more than happy to answer questions, even if it's not about mate.com. But yes, it worked. Basically, what had happened before is the API key was set to someone else's account that was running this, so it couldn't pick up my knowledge base. So let's run over this again. If you want to have meetings, have an AI record it, and then upload that into a knowledge base where you can then ask questions about that meeting, this is the workflow for you. So basically, what we start with is fireflies.ai. Then from there, we get all the transcripts that we've had, and basically Fireflies, if you just joined, is an AI SaaS tool that records all your meetings for you, so it can connect directly to Google Calendar. So from here, we find all our meetings. Then we get the transcript from it. Then from here, we do some data manipulation. All you've got to know is it turns it into a CSV, because then from a CSV, we can convert it into a text file using the Google Drive module. Then we can download it, and then we can upload it to our knowledge base. And then from there, we can do whatever. We can do prompt templates. We can ask it questions, loads of other stuff. So yep, let's run it. Okay, yeah, it's not working there because have I already uploaded it? Let's see. I assume it's because I've already uploaded it. So here it is, test meeting. So look here. Tell me what the meeting was about. Perfect. So that is that workflow. Does anyone have any questions on that before we move on to the next one? Cool. Let's move on to the next one. So this was something that was asked in the chat today. So I didn't have all the time in the world to research it, and I'm not sure I fully understand, but I'm going to try anyway. It was inactive scenarios. Here it is. Okay, cool. I think I must have forgot to save it, but that is okay because it wasn't that hard to set up. So basically, let's go down to the question. So the question was here. Yeah, so I think in short, the person here, they want to crawl. Yeah, so basically the problem is, let me move this as well. Basically, in short, the problem is they want to crawl all the data from a website and they want to put it into a knowledge base. So they're suggesting here we can do it with XML. It seems interesting. I did definitely try that out and it does work, but what I would prefer to do is do it with Apify, because with Apify I feel like it's a little bit more expensive, but you've got a lot more control of the kind of data that you. Okay, well, I don't know that for certain, but at least in my case, where I'm not a developer, I know which kind of data I can get from it because they've got a whole marketplace full of tons of different web scrapers. So let's go to Apify. See, perfect. Extract any data from any website. So let's try try web scraper. Pretty easy one. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Yeah, so as you see here, put in your link. Okay. Cool, so now all we're going to do is choose the one you want. So for example, I just choose this one. I start running it. And again, before we start, I'll just show you some of the ones they do, because for me, this is the most boring one. Well, not boring, but there's a lot more. So you can scrape social media, scrape e-commerce, you know, business stuff, Google Maps, you know, booking.com. Like, honestly, they've got so much. I'll just, yeah, like have a look into that. So basically now we've got our actor. It's running live. A lot of these are a little bit expensive, but like you can get a free trial, which will get you for like small use cases. But for like anything businessy, you will have to pay the full price. Now this is running. Mate.com have direct integrations to it. So what I can do is I can go to Appify. I can run an actor. So basically this means when I press run on the mate.com, it's going to run the actor. So I'm going to create the connection, set up my API token. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to integrations. Shit. I'm going to save. Gonna go on my actor. So this is the web scraper, the input JSON. So basically with the input JSON, that is just gonna be. So if you go to your actor, go to the web scraper, go to information. Is it information? I feel like it's information. Input. Oh no, sorry, it's an input. So yeah, so in input you can see the configuration here, but instead most of them are going to have something where they allow you to see it as a JSON. I just need to find that. Okay, yeah, here, it's a regular JSON. So as you can see here, this is how you get the JSON. But I'd say if you're doing this for like a one-time thing, just look here. Okay, what do you actually want to scrape? Voice crack. What I want to scrape is I want to type in best AI tools. Cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna put it here. And add. No, I'm gonna do this. And again, like you can add more things. Now I've added this here because I don't want to input the JSON myself. It's too tedious. I don't code. If you can, by all means. Then I go to JSON. Then as you can see, it's here. I'm going to copy all of this. Copy it. I'm going to go back to my thing. I'm going to go input JSON. I'm not going to paste it normally. I'm going to paste it as plain text. It's just easier to read. Build. I'm not going to worry about all of that. Cool. I'm going to run it to test it. Cool. The output, as you see here, you won't actually see the output here because what you need to do is you need to go to Appify again. You need to go to get dataset items. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to dataset ID, and this is going to be the one we got from here. So we need to find it. It's here, default dataset ID. So this is just basically how it knows where to pull the data from. Just don't worry about it. All you need to know is that that's how you get the data. And as you see here, output. Okay, that's not good. But basically sometimes which is a little bit of an annoying thing about Appify. What I found is sometimes you put a sleep module in between for like 15 seconds, because sometimes the actor runs, it says it's done, but then the data set doesn't update in time. So when this looks for the data set, the data's not there. I don't know if this is making sense, but this works for me. So we run it, it runs, this waits 15 seconds, and then it gets the data set items. And if anyone's just joined, just to explain this workflow, this is going to allow you to scrape any information from a website and put it into a knowledge base where you can chat with it, manipulate it, add prompt templates, personas, so much more. Okay, cool. This is not a good sign though. Okay, let's see what's up. Runs. Okay, finished. Okay, that's why it failed. Okay, why did it fail? Oh no, it hasn't failed. Interesting. Let's try this again. Let's see what happens. Again, I've never used this web scraping one, so I'm not sure what the output is. Maybe we'll try one that I'm more familiar with. I'm sure it works fine. I'm just not used to web scrapers. I usually use social media scrapers. Wanna connect? Hey, what do you mean by connect? Wanna connect? Mate? Okay, mate. Sure. What do you have in mind? Okay, so the output works now. I don't know what happened the first time, but as you can see, it scraped it. And again, you can add more scrapers to get more information. From here, now we've got to add the TextCortex module. Again, you could even as well. You know what? I'm going to add a summarize one actually. Cool, so I'm going to add all the information from the web page. I'm going to summarize it. And again, you don't have to do this. You can just do the next one, and then I'm going to upload it to a knowledge base. Yeah, would you have in mind? Okay, cool. File name. Call it the title. The data is gonna be the text. Knowledge base ID. Go to knowledge bases. An iOS app. Sadly, I'm not in the business of building an iOS app, but it does sound interesting if you think you can do it with Make.com. I'm sure you can do some pretty cool workflows with that. What's your use case? Is it a startup? We were so close to working. There's an error share of saving the file. I'll try again later. This should have worked. Oh, okay, I know why. It's because it defaults as a different API key, which is annoying because this is the second time that's happened. Let's try this again. So we're running the actor, it's scraping the data. We're now sleeping to wait for the data to arrive in the dataset items. It's going to take 15 seconds. Cool, it's got the dataset items, it's summarized it, it's uploaded it. Cool. That is a workflow from start to finish. And again, I really want to stress, there are so many different Apify scrapers. And this and like again, like you can build this into like a full thing. Like it could scrape. I scrape TikTok data, and then you could summarize it, and then you can manipulate it again, like analyze the sentiment of it, and then you can build some big thing. But yeah, I feel like these were kind of the two main workflows I wanted to go over. If no one else has any questions, I think I might leave it here. But yeah. It's been good. If there's more stuff on mate.com, feel free to reach out to me because I do like doing this kind of stuff. I guess I've been Roman from TextCortex, and I will see you in the next one.